Hey guys, how are you? I'm feeling great. Today, I'm going to tackle one of the most debated questions among beach boogie racing fans. Once and for all, we're going to find out which is the hardest version of the game BBR1 versus BBR2 versus Island Adventure. All three versions have their craziness, but only one can take the crown of chaos. And to find out, I'm going to analyze 7 key points that directly affect the real difficulty. Get ready, because some conclusions are going to blow your mind and you might even break your phone just from seeing them. So let's go with point number 1. Competitors' intelligence. Let's get straight to the point. In the BBR1, the rivals are aggressive but so predictable that it almost feels like a script. If you take first place quickly, get ready. You'll see skulls of death, as if the game itself punishes you for leading. The funny thing is that they almost never use their special abilities. It seems like they trust items more than their own talent. And watch out, in the 1,000 horsepower races, the cars seem to fly. But it's not because of the driver's skill. Here, the engines set the speed. The result is a frantic experience, but where strategy sometimes takes a back seat. In BBR2, the game takes a huge leap. The opponents are not only more challenging, but they attack you at key moments, as if they were studying your every move. Here, everyone masters their skills, takes shortcuts like professionals, and moves with an agility that tests even the most experienced players. The best part is that you're not just competing against the artificial intelligence. The racers are inspired by real profiles, Simican, replicating the style of the players. The result? A competitive experience, almost as if you were facing ghosts of real people. By the way, have you ever come across my profile? If you see it on the track, get ready. I'd love to know if you recognize my style. I'll read your comments. In Island Adventure, the bots play like hackers. Imagine this. The rivals are no longer normal bots, they're war machines. They block you like they're champions. They use their powers at the exact moment to mess you up. They use their abilities like they're reading your mind. That's scary, seriously. And that's not all. The cars are super fast, so the game gets really intense. But if you think it's hard, wait until you try the handicap. Try hard mode activated. When you bet on the handicap, the game gets ultra competitive. Only the best of the best survive here. Do you think you're a pro? Then prove it in Island Adventure. Prove it. At this point, it's BBR 1.6 out of 10 BBR, 2.8 out of 10, and BBR Island Adventure 9.5 out of 10. Do you agree with this score? Leave it in the comments. Now, about the track design. The BBR1 has simple but challenging tracks, Simican. The tracks may look basic in design, but don't be fooled. The difficulty is in the details. The shortcuts are technical and require a lot of precision. If you don't have good control of the car or a vehicle that's powerful enough, you won't be able to take advantage of them. There's no room for mistakes here. If you don't have skill, shortcuts won't do you any good and you'll end up losing time instead of gaining it. The tracks have some elements that can work against you, like water, for example. If you go through it with a car with small tires, does it slow you down? The BBR2 has more tracks, but less difficulty. I mean, in this version, there are a lot of tracks, including mirror maps. But the difficulty was reduced. The shortcuts are much easier to take even with less powerful cars. Or if you're really bad at driving, the tracks are no longer a real obstacle. You can win, master advanced driving techniques, which makes them more accessible but less challenging. In Island Adventure, we have visual improvements, but the same essence. Here, the graphics reach another level, the tracks are more detailed, and the smoothness is improved. However, in terms of difficulty, it follows the same line as BBR2. The tracks look better, but they're not more difficult. If you were looking for a real increase in driving challenge, you won't find it here. Let's get to the score for this section. The BBR1 gets 8 out of 10, the BBR2 gets 5 out of 10, and the BBR Island Adventure gets 6 out of 10. If you're enjoying this comparison, don't forget to leave a comment for me, Kim. I'll be reading them and subscribe to the channel because we still have more super cool sections left to explore. Now let's move on to the balance of the power levels. In the BBR1, it's random and predictable. I mean, here we only have 27 power-ups and the game gives them to you at random. This can be frustrating because if you're in first place, you almost always get shields. I don't know why. And what you want is a nitro to escape and reach the finish line faster. Some power-ups are helpful, but others are useless. You don't have control, so luck decides a lot. In BBR2, it's balanced and exciting. Why? Do things get better here? With 47 power-ups, you have more options. You can choose your 8 favorites and create your power-up deck to fit your style. Are you aggressive? Fill your deck with attacks. Prefer to defend? Use more shields. During the race, power-ups appear randomly, but how did you choose the ones that suit you? You always have a chance to draw something useful. I usually go full speed, but here comes the best of the best. BBR Island Adventure Total Freedom. In this version, the game takes customization to the max. There are no limits. You can build your deck with only nitro, only missiles, or any mix you want. The possibilities are endless, and that makes it perfect for experimenting. Scores: BBR 1, 6 out of 10, BBR 2, 7 out of 10, BBR Island Adventure 9 out of 10. Now guys, section 4 is coming up. Challenges and missions. BBR1. It has a ton of ways to play, so you'll never get bored. Yes, it has story mode. Fight against the bosses and unlock them so you can use them yourself. Story mode is really fun. You have the daily challenge, and every day the challenges get harder. But the rewards, I mean, the money, really, it goes up. And they're worth it because it also increases. We have championship mode, they're tough races. To get golden skins for your favorite cars, I've already unlocked all of them, the gold skins. Honestly, I've really enjoyed it a lot. This championship, and the best part is it has a local multiplayer. What does that mean, bro? You can play with your friends on the same device. Perfect, so you can compete one-on-one with your buddy. The only downside is that if you're on a phone, you have to buy it. But if you manage to get it, it's really worth it. Now let's move on to the BBR2 here. The experience gets better with more challenges and rewards. Here we have a level system from level 1 up to level 20. What is brutality? But watch out guys, it can take you months, but every time you level up, honestly, the satisfaction is incredible, right? You have daily competitive challenges, you can win gems, you can win coins, you can win cars, characters, a ton of things. Competing with other players. Oh, I almost forgot. The accessories, and we also have frequent updates. Vector Unit is always adding new things like cars, characters, accessories, tracks. This is Vector Unit's latest game. And now we have Island Adventure. If you search for Vector, the most complete experience, this version has it all. An improved story mode, longer, with more bosses, and a more interesting plot. You have multiplayer and championships. You compete online in special tournaments to win cups and unique prizes. You have crazy game modes, from extreme races to challenges with special rules. There's something for everyone. The only problem is that updates take a long time to arrive, but when they do, they're spectacular. So, let's get to the score. The BBR, 1 gets a 6 out of 10, the BBR, 2 7 out of 10, and the BBR Island Adventure, 8 out of 10. We're really getting some promising scores. Now let's go to section number 5, unlocking in version 1 of Beachy Boogie. Getting new things is super easy. All you have to do is play story mode, the championships, and the races. To be able to earn a lot of money, and with that money, you buy cars and characters directly. I almost forgot. You also have gems, which help a lot to buy boosters and also to upgrade your cars. There aren't many complications here. You play, you win, and you buy whatever you want. In BBR, 2 things get a little more interesting. You need 2 types of coins. We have gold coins and we also have gems. You get power-ups by luck, in boxes that you get every time you run. And you can also buy everything with real money. If you're a millionaire, and since I'm not a millionaire, I have to complete the daily challenges. They're really important. To be able to get cars, characters, upgrades, accessories, and all the cool stuff this game has. And we have the most challenging game of all, Island Adventure. The only way to unlock things in this version is by winning races and completing challenges. You have to complete tough challenges under special conditions. You can't buy anything with real money. Everything depends on your skill. It's the hardest, but also the most satisfying when you achieve something. However, this version, unlike the previous ones, is not free. I mean, we have to buy it. Because this version is only available for PC and for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and I don't know if for PlayStation 3. There you have it, my friend. Now let's go with the BBR. 1 score, 5 out of 10 BBR. 2 7 out of 10, and BBR Island Adventure 9 out of 10. Let's move on to one of the sections that will surely interest a lot of you. The controls and handling. For me, Beach Boogie Racing 1 has the most difficult controls. Do you know why? Because the cars feel heavy and require more skill. So, do you have to be a pro player master to race in this version? Doing perfect drifts is complicated if you're a beginner. Ideal only for players who are looking for a real driving challenge. If you're new, it can be frustrating at first. But here comes the BBR2 to save you, my king, because here the experience improves significantly. The driving is smoother and more natural. Drifting is easy to pull off, but it's still important. Perfect for all kinds of players, from those who are pro players to those who are just looking for some fun. Without getting frustrated, this is the sweet spot between challenge and accessibility. And now, the BBR Island Adventure. This game does require more attention. The controls are very precise and respond to every movement. Mistakes are costly. You can't run without thinking. Although it's easy to learn, mastering it takes practice. Recommended for players who enjoy exciting driving. So let's go with the score. BBR1, 8 out of 10 BBR2, 6 out of 10 BBR Island Adventure, 7 out of 10. And guys, we've reached the final section. Real frustration. I mean, which of the games makes you break your phone, break your keyboard, destroy everything? Right now. And with the first one, BBR1, well, in my personal experience, it's challenging, but it rarely feels unfair. When you lose, it's usually your own mistake. The difficulty is consistent, with no annoying surprises. This version is ideal for those who prefer predictable challenges. Now, BBR2 is coming. Here things get intense. There are moments that can drive you crazy and make you want to smash your phone. The artificial intelligence sometimes makes insane moves. Other players' powers can frustrate your plans to win first place. But most of the time, it's still fun. And now, Island Adventure is coming. Here your patience is tested, so brace your nerves for this version because the races here are brutally difficult. Well, although it has several levels, you have from the most basic level to the most powerful one. But if you play on the hardest level, the artificial intelligence doesn't forgive. Not even the slightest mistake. There are sections specifically designed to test your limits, but when you win, the satisfaction is huge because it really takes effort to get there. And in this section, the BBR1 gets 5 out of 10, the 2 gets 7 out of 10, and the BBR Island Adventure gets 9 out of 10. And adding all this up, we have 44 points for the BBR1, 47 points for the BBR2 and the BBR Island Adventure. 57.5. The most difficult version of Beach Buggy Racing is Adventure. But be careful, that doesn't mean it's the best for everyone. Each one truly has its own charm. What is true is that if you want to challenge your skills to the maximum, this is the version you should play. Now tell me in the comments, do you agree? Do you think another version should take the throne? If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe because soon I'm going to compare the most broken characters from each game. See you guys, and I'll leave you with another little video so you can keep enjoying. Bye.